Blessings, blessings. Greetings, everyone. How are you guys doing today on this beautiful day? Earlier this year, welcome everyone. Welcome to the channel. We appreciate you all. Earlier this year, we had a beautiful rainy season during the early part of spring. We had a really good rainy season from April into maybe May, early June. And within that time, we had a lot of growth because the rain was growing. But lately, for the past 2 months, we've been struggling. We've been struggling with rain for a while now. And it's so important. When you're dealing with rain, it's so important because one thing is the plants getting soaked by its root. That's one thing. But also the plants getting soaked from its leaf. It's very important for rainwater and water to hit the leaf of the plant because the plants also absorb the water through their leaf. So it's very important. So for the past 2 months, I get a little shower of rain, not much. It didn't even do much to the soil. It didn't do much to the soil. And today we get another shower of rain, which still ain't do anything to the soil. But one thing I'm grateful for, because at least if it wasn't enough to soak the root of the plant, if it wasn't enough, at least the leaf was able to absorb the water. So this is why, if you notice, every night, every morning you wake up, there's always a dew. The grass always wet on top of the ground. It's very important. Even though it's not heavy enough to soak the root, at least the leaf is able to absorb the water. So even though our garden was struggling so much this year, so much for the past few months, we're so grateful that we get a shower of rain today that the leaf of the plant could absorb, which is important. It's not just the root, guys. It's not just the root. It's very important for the leaf to absorb water as well. You see like the pepper there, you notice? It didn't rain heavy, but if you notice, you're gonna see how much the water. So now this plant's gonna absorb the water through its leaf. So if I'm gonna show you over here, I'm gonna show you even though it's rain, which I'm so excited. I'm excited because it's rain a little. It's rain a little, but when you dig, watch what you see. So the rain didn't go anywhere. Nowhere the rain went. But if you notice, you're gonna see how all they dry. So the only thing happened, the rain come and soak the top of the soil but it did not do anything basically to the root. Look at this. If you notice, you're going to see the water. So these plants absorb water through their leaf. Even though it's not enough water to go down to the root, they absorb it through the leaf. Look at my bell pepper them. These are my bell pepper. As you can see through their leaf. You can see where the water. But if you look on the ground, the water did nothing to the ground. Look at it. It dry like crips. But at the same time, it not stopping the plants from producing. So every night, in the night or early morning, if we notice, we get a beautiful dew. Sometimes you come out in the morning, and when you're walking around, you could feel the water wetting your shoes, wetting your, if you're in a slippers, you could naturally feel the water. It's important. That dew is so important. It's so important to our plants, that dew. It's a reason why it falls. It's a reason why that dew come down on morning. It's a reason so that our plants can get it through the leaf. It can absorb the water through its leaf, even though it's not getting it in the ground. It's been months now since we ain't get no water. The soil is dry, but the pepper them is still producing, and we're grateful for that. So guys, we have some rain today, not too much, just a little to wet the leaf of the plant and just drizzle on the ground that the soil can get a little moisture. But at the end of the day, it did not go deep enough. It didn't go anywhere. All right, but we so grateful. Welcome everyone. Welcome each and everyone. Welcome Nikki. How you doing? Blessings. Thank you all for smashing that like button. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yes. So guys, your plants can absorb water. Hey, Mino, how you doing? Your plants can absorb water other places than their root. All right? You know, sometimes this is why you got to be careful, guys. This is why you got to be careful. Sometimes you want people spray their plants, and whatever you spray in your plants with, you might be spraying the leaf of the plant. All right, maybe the plant might have on bugs, and you might be spraying the leaf on the plant, and you ain't even realize that the plant is actually sucking in what you spraying. So whatever you spraying, the plant is absorbing it into its leaf, into the body. So the plants, that what you spraying becoming a part of the plant. All right? So be careful of the things you spray on your plants, because it can also be harmful in some type of way. So be careful, guys. All right? Be careful. Anything you're using, try to make sure that it's natural. It's something natural you're using, all right? Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome. So for instance, you might come here and you might feel like you have some bugs in your garden. You might feel like, man, there are some bugs on these plants. Let me try to get rid of them. And you get something and you realize, you start spraying. You spraying them, and all the leaf itself is absorbing what you spraying. The leaf is absorbing what you spraying. So even right now, our plants is not getting enough water. Look how the root is hard. Even our plant ain't getting enough water, we are grateful that we finally get a shower of rain. And because we get that shower of rain, our leaf able to absorb the plant, so the plant feed also through its leaf. All right? So be careful of the things you spray on your plants because it can get into the plant. And when it's getting into the plant, you eventually gonna be eating what's in the plant. So be mindful of that, guys. How you all doing on this beautiful day, guys? I hope you guys doing wonderful. You can see how the soil is at this moment. The soil is very clammy at this moment, guys. But all I can say to you guys, remember, the plants don't only feed from water through their leaf. The plant also feed from through their root. The plant also feed from water through its leaf. Not just the root, also through its leaf. So it's very important, guys. Guys, we're gonna have some serious garden class where we're gonna really have sit-down session and talk about gardening from plants. We also have a live coming pretty soon. We have a live coming pretty soon where we're gonna be talking about moon planting. Moon planting is very, it's really something you need to get into. If you don't know about moon planting, you need to think about moon planting. Because moon planting, I'm gonna give you a little idea about moon planting and the benefit of moon planting. I remember in the old days, and you know what? Hey Jadat, how you doing? Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you all so much for hitting that like button. All right, so now we're gonna talk just a little about moon planting. But we wanna make sure that we do a whole live talking about moon planting. But I'm gonna give you a little idea today of moon planting and the importance of moon planting. Now they have a book that they say they use as moon planting. But I remember in the older time, when I was a little boy, I remember when the older guys, when you hear they say, today is a planting day, you better get ready to go out and plant. Once they hear they say, tomorrow is a planting day, I guarantee you, rain gonna fall on that day or even the day before. Moon planting, the best time to plant is when rain is coming. That's the best time to plant. The best time to plant is when rain is coming. And if you follow the moon, the guideline of the moon, you're gonna find yourself planting exactly when it's raining. The new moon is one of the best time to deal with plants. For the new moon, one of the best time you could ever deal with plants is on new moon. Because new moon, anytime you see new moon, guys, check for yourself. Anytime you see new moon bring rain. New moon brings rain. Even to fertilize, to add compost to your plant, whatever you're using. Over here we only use natural stuff from our garden. But whatever you're using, the best time to add it, no, any plant, not just root crop. Patty Cakes, how you doing? Blessings. Not just root crop, any plant, pepper, tomato, root crop also. All right? But hear me out. We're not going to go too deep into this study, because I have a special live to do about moon planting. So if you new to this channel, welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell that you can get all the latest update. But we're gonna have a live on moon planting. But new moon is one of the best time you could deal with your plant. If you feed in your plant, new moon is the best time. Why new moon is the best time? Because there's gonna be rain. There's gonna be rain, and if you feed in your plants, the best thing, the only how the plant can receive it is if it get wet, liquid. This is why a lot of people start using liquid compost tea, because liquid compost tea is actually liquid. Well, you do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do to make it work. But I don't use them things. I focus on the weeds in my garden, the leaf, the tree leaf, these type of things. But do whatever work for you. All right? So now when we talk about the compost tea is liquid. And because it's liquid, the plant's going to receive it right away. When you're dealing with dry compost, the plant have to wait until it's rain, or if you wet the plant for it to turn, for the nutrients to run out, that the plants could suck the nutrients. All right? So it's very important, guys. So we're gonna do a whole live about moon planting and my experience from moon planting, because I'm sure many people have their own way, but at the end of the day, guys, it's the result. It's the result. What type of result are you getting? Are you getting better result, or you not getting no result? This is what's important. So when you plant moon planting, you see a better growth, you see a faster growth, you see where your plants them producing way more than normal, because you deal with the plant dealing with the moon. Everything you do with the plant, you do it on a new moon. Everything you do with the plant, you do it on the new moon. Exactly. Thank you, sis. Patty Cakes. Thank you. The proof is right in front of you. Thank you so much for saying that, sis. Definitely, and you're surely right. The proof. You know, 2 days ago, I harvest a full bucket of bell pepper, a 5-gallon bucket of bell pepper. And I tell you, if I start harvesting again today, it's going to be the same thing again. So what I'm saying to you guys is always, it's not me just coming out and talk. It's all about the proof. It's all about, is it working? So this is why I'm doing live, that you guys can see for yourself. This is not an edit video. This is live. So you could definitely see what I'm talking about. And what I'm using, it actually working. You see all these leaves on the ground? You never throw them away. You put them back in your soil. You see all these weeds that growing up? You never throw them away. You keep putting them back to the soil. Your plants will always produce when you're dealing with the moon. Look where are we now? We're in October. We still harvesting tomato and our plants still growing. And the truth is, I didn't even take care of them. I did not take care of these plants. But they're still producing onto this day. So we're still able to come out and get tomato in October. Down here we have hot pepper. We just tired harvesting hot pepper. We harvest, look how beautiful they're looking. We harvest so much hot pepper this season, and bell pepper is just amazing. So what we're saying is, guys, the method we use, and I'm not gonna say, oh, This is a method now start yesterday. No, I'm not gonna say that. Yes, that's bell pepper ripening there. I'm not gonna say that because this was how they used to garden in the older times. You see, I need to make a harvest right now. Look how much ripe pepper is hanging around here. I need to make a harvest. Watch over there. Just like that. I still need to make. I now make a harvest 2 days ago. I now upload a video where I harvest a bucket, a bucket of bell pepper. So yes, guys, we're gonna have a whole live session, a sit-down live session, where I'm gonna be sitting. I'm gonna be sitting and we're gonna have a whole conversation on moon planting. Look how beautiful and healthy these things looking. They ain't big and bulky. They're just like this. But look how beautiful they are. And they're well delicious. Well delicious, guys. So it's all about gardening. It's all about paying attention. It's all about learning. Thank you, guys. Welcome in. Welcome. Do you enjoy? Yes, I do. I enjoy a lot of peppers. I enjoy a lot of herbs. I enjoy a lot of different things. All right. So yes, and that's important because preserving means a whole lot. Growing the food is one thing, but are you preserving the food that you're growing? If I don't learn to preserve, then I'm gonna lose a whole lot of food. Because every minute I'm harvesting food, eggplant, all different type of pepper. Right now, right here, our potato is also ready. We harvest over maybe almost 200 pounds of edibles. All right? Hey, Bonnie, how are you? Hey, Claudia Campbell, New York City. Hey, New York City in the house. Shout out. Shout out. If you're on your phone, please double tap on the screen. Double tap on your screen. Hey, Vivo. Blessing. Double tap on your screen, guys, and hit the like button. If you're on your phone, just double tap on the screen, guys. Support the channel, guys. Support the channel. Support the channel. This is where you see live gardening, real gardening. All right? All right. Thank you all so much. Truly appreciate you all. I want to, right by this patch here, you know what we saw? We saw our potato. It's getting ready to harvest. So we wanna see, so we're going and try live right before your eyes. Right before your eyes. All right, thank you. Right before your eyes, guys. We're going to try to harvest a root of potato that you guys can see, okay? No, I don't have no yam at this side, but I do grow yam as well. But I don't have no yam right at this side. So let's harvest a root of potato. All right, so we see our potato, and we're not gonna harvest them today. We're gonna leave them, maybe give them another month. I take up one. I take up this one. This is one. A few days ago, I was digging them, and I realized there was a potato, and I leave this one. When I come back today, the squirrel and them eat off the whole top of it, the whole top of the potato. So we know for a fact that there's nice sized potato right down there, but we also seeing these smaller one. So instead of we harvest, we're gonna leave them for a little more, that maybe these can get a little bigger. All right, so we're not gonna harvest them today. Hey sis Rose, love, how you doing? Blessing to each and everyone. Thank you guys so much. But we know for a fact there's potato ready to harvest. But seeing I see that small one, I just wanna leave them and see if they're gonna come in a little more. Maybe give them at least a month or so, or maybe a couple of weeks, to see if they could fatten up themselves. Hey Harold Charles, how you doing? Blessings to you. So yes guys, we have sweet potato here. We also have peanuts. We also have peanuts growing, which we already tried our peanut the other day, and we see we have peanuts. Let me see this side here. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, you see? We have peanuts as well. But you see this one, basically mature already. But if you notice, we see there's still some small one. You never see one? All right. You never see peanut before? All right. Well, okay. Hey, Zilly Millie, what's up? So you see what's going on? These still small. These ain't mature yet. So we don't want to harvest them. You see, look at next one right here. We don't want to harvest them now because we see there's still young one to come in. All right. We also saw that our sorrel is doing really well. When do you harvest sorrel? Now, for instance, hey Tim, how you doing? For instance, if you look at the sorrel like this, what you're gonna say, oh, this sorrel is ready to harvest. But no, they're not really. Right? They're not really ready, because the first thing they have to do is open up. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna open up, and I believe it's for it to get pollinated. Yes, my soil, basically my soil, this was actually clay soil, but I have worked very hard and transformed it from clay to this beautiful soil right here. So it was actually clay, red clay, but I walk over the years and I transform it. All these things we have to teach, all this information we have to share. That's why we're asking, please subscribe, please hit the notification bell so you can get all our latest video. We also do cook. You could check out our live yesterday where we was cooking. We cook and we was building our shed off the grid. You should check out that live yesterday as well. And on our channel, we have over 3,000 videos for you to go and check out. And they all loaded with information. So now what I'm saying is now, before you harvest the sorrel, you have to make sure. Yes, yes, definitely. But you know what? is going to be successful. Put in the work. That's what's matter. Putting in the work. All right. So now these, when these close up, it's going to drop off the flowers, and that's when it's ready to harvest. So when it drop the flowers, it's going to close right back up like this one. It's going to close right up like this, and that's when it's ready to harvest. But before it's ready, they have to push out that flowers, and after that flowers, then it release. I believe this flowers is for them to get pollinate and also release their seed. Yes, Rose, yes. You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful plant, and you can make a rich, beautiful juice from it. And they produce, and I love how it producing. I just love how it producing, guys. You see? It producing everywhere. So this is actually a sorrel plant for the people who might never able to see. What to know a sorrel plant, this is actually a sorrel. And like I said, before you harvest them, you have to wait until they release that flowers. And when they drop the flowers gonna close back in, and that is when you're ready to harvest. All right. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Truly appreciate you guys. I don't know for you guys, but this is a really good pepper. Cayenne pepper. We learned so much about this pepper. This pepper is loaded with benefit. This pepper is very easy to grow, guys. Very, very easy to grow. Nothing hard in growing peppers, especially if you pay attention and observe, because the thing about it, plants, most of the time we think that we can just plant these plants and leave them, and that is not the case. Yes, Silly Billy, yes, that is not the case. The case is you got to pay attention to these plants. You have to. Because when you pay attention, that's how you're going to learn. And then the following season, you're going to get better, and you're going to understand a lot more. You're going to understand the following year what you need to do to get these plants to produce the way you want them to produce. Because within a garden season, there's no limitation on a plant. A plant have no limiting time of how much should it produce. The plant's got to produce and produce and produce during the garden season, because that's what it designed to do. It designed to grow and produce. Now you got to figure out how. Your job is to figure out how am I going to get this plant to produce the way it should. Because you want to make sure that these plants produce to their full potential. So the secret is, one of the secrets is taking care of them while they're young. Guys, hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. I will truly appreciate this, guys. Thank you all so much. If you're on your phone, double tap the screen. Please hit the like button. Right. Just like that, guys. Every day. Every day. This is the job every day. So when you harvesting like these every day, you have to have ways of how am I going to preserve these things? How am I going to preserve them? You see, we have eddos here too. These eddos. Hey, Activio, how you doing? Blessings. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Blessings, Zaya. You see, every day, guys, every day you come out, you got to harvest something. You have all different type of pepper to harvest. You have arrows to harvest. Another beautiful one right here. Beautiful plants. I want to taste one of these scorpion pepper today. This is a scorpion pepper. Oh, the rain is coming, guys. This is a scorpion pepper right here. Damn, it didn't even want to come off. This is a scorpion pepper. You see why they call it scorpion pepper? This is exactly why they call it scorpion pepper. Because this is like the scorpion. This is where the scorpion jab you. So this is the reason why they call them scorpion pepper, and they're pretty hot. These are real hot pepper. So we're gonna leave, we have 3 more ripe one here. So we're gonna leave these ripe one to ripen the others. Because if you notice over here is a lot of pepper coming in right there. You see? Even under here, it's a lot of peppers. You see? Even over here is a lot of pepper. So you want them to ripen. So sometimes what we understand that leaving a few ripe peppers, help bring in the others. I'm not saying leaving all, I'm saying leaving a few. Now, back to rain and the importance of rain, even though sometimes it only hit the leaf. Many times, because of the leaf and the water. Now, sometimes when you're not getting rain, because in our garden, we don't wet our plant. We depend on the rain to wet our plant. So many times when you not getting rain, no rain hitting the root, then no rain hitting the leaf, you're going to start to see leaves start quailing, just like these. Because these plants ain't getting no rain for like 2 months. Today we're trying to get a little dew. So these going to start being the result. All right, you're going to start seeing these. Why? Because the sun is drying them out. The sun is drying them. Hey, you Soral, how you doing? The sun is drying them out, and there's no water, barely any water coming from the root, because the plant is the root is sucking the water. Now, if the rain come now, you're going to see a big difference. What you're going to see? You're going to see the leaf them just transform before your eyes. You're going to see where the leaf them just start to get back green and beautiful. You see what I'm coming from? And this is what's going to start happening, seeing we have this rain. This plant over here, let me show you what's going on with this plant. This one ain't get no water for like 2 months. This ain't get no rain for like 2 months. Look at the leaf. You see how the leaf start drying out? The sun is drying it out. I guarantee you, if a good shower of rain come, this whole plant transform. So now I'm grateful because of this, because now I'm gonna see more growth. I'm gonna see more growth. I'm gonna see more production within this time, because 2 months no rain, it's a lot for a plant. Please guys, hit the like button, hit the like button. Veronica, welcome, welcome. Welcome all the new people to the channel. Welcome guys. On this channel we do organic garden, we do outdoor cooking, we cook in the forest. Is a lot. We do a lot of things in the garden out here, and we try to show people how to grow a garden without spending a whole bunch of money, using what you have and still able to be real successful. So if you're looking to grow your food or you're looking to enjoy nature, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell. You will not regret it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for hitting the like button. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Guys, it's actually raining at this moment. It's actually raining. And I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. You know why? Because I'm going to see way more growth than I was seeing. I'm going to see. Let me ask you guys something. When is the new moon? Could someone tell me, please, when is the new moon? Could someone look up fast and tell me when is the new moon? Please do that for me, please, someone. Please type in the chat, when is the new moon? Grateful, just as you said. Please, wait, explain to me, please. Let me know. Please, someone, let me know when is the new moon. Which day is the new moon begin? Please, someone put it in the chat for me, please. I want to correspond with my chat, my audience. I want to correspond with you because I want everybody to, every time you come here, you leave with real information. Not no, real information. Can somebody put in the chat, when is the new moon? Please look it up. Look it up and put in the chat. I can't do it right now. The full moon is in 2 weeks. And when is the new moon? When did the new moon begin? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We are in waxing. I don't know right at this moment. I wasn't looking at it. I need to know, when is the new moon? When it begin? Did it already start or it's about to begin? Okay, let me see now. All right. The next new moon will be Tuesday, October the 24th at 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to Farmers Almanac. All right. So our next new moon is going to be on October the 24th. I want you to mark your calendar for around that time. Mark your calendar for around that time and tell me if there was a rain, if you ain't see rain the day before, maybe the day after, or on that same day. All right? And please come back and tell me right here on this channel. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm going to do a whole live on moon planting. And I really think I want you guys to have some ideas when we start talking about it. All right? It's going to be like a session where I'm going to be sitting and just having this conversation, and you guys could interact with me. All right? But new moon, it's a beautiful day to plant. New moon is a day where a lot of plants, that's the best time to even feed your plant. It's also the best time to mold up your plant, soften up the root. You know, sometimes we soften up the root of the plant. It's one of the best time. Because at that time, it's like the soil is like rain is coming. And we understand the benefit of the rain. Whether it just hitting the leaf or it hitting the root. It's all benefit. It's dewing, it's not coming that heavy, but it's hitting the leaf. The root is still dry. But this is really beneficial to a plant. Really beneficial to a plant, guys. All right? Okay, so this pepper here, you see what's going on here? This pepper here, I'm trying to pick some, not all of them, some. Because it's what it's gonna make happen is gonna make the plant start producing more flowers, and we still have our growing seasoning over yet. So if our growing seasoning over yet, we need to, you know, promote. Basically, this is like promoting new growth and promoting new, you know, plants, the flowers, them to come in faster. So because if you take these off the plants, what happening now, the plant is focusing on the newer one. It don't need to focus on these anymore because these already gone. And if these are ripe, what the sense even having them on the tree? You leave a few on the tree to bring in the others. All right? Look at what's going on here. We still have flowers and small pepper coming. So there's no need to keep the ripe ones, too much ripe one on the tree. Just a few of them that they can bring in the others. That's what I was told from my grandfather. Always leave a few on the tree to ripe in the others. So you don't harvest everything, you always leave a few. But you also don't want to leave too much, because especially when the plant is loaded with small peppers, it don't make any sense. Yeah? You see what I'm saying? Especially again when our growing season is coming to an end. All right, watch. We still have flowers, and this tree is loaded with pepper everywhere. The real thing for me to do now is basically harvesting them. Harvesting all of them so the small one could come in. I mean, you got to do it. You got to make sense, guys. These pepper already mature. These pepper already start ripening. And at the same time, you're seeing flowers and small pepper. So what's the purpose of leaving these? All right, where the plants still have to feed them. But if you take them off, no, the nutrients gonna be going to the smaller pepper. So it makes sense for me to harvest all of these pepper off the tree, all of them. It make a lot of sense for me to doing that, which I'm gonna be doing, but not today. Second crop, planting cold weather here. Okay, all right. Hey, cute wall, how you doing? All right, Patty say we have a short-term second season, so I go from cutting. Okay, makes sense. That's make a lot of sense there. That's make a lot of sense. Romaine lettuce, celery bottom. That's make a lot of sense. If your growing season is not long enough, you have to figure out what to do, cut shortcut, do things to make you receive a crop. This is very important. Very, very important. Like for instance, guys, what I do, look how much pepper here. My goodness. What do I do, guys? How do you think I able to grow my garden so successfully? And what happening, I start from seed, right? Hey, Mas, the den, what's up, Indonesia? All right, Indonesia in the house. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. We will truly appreciate you all. All right, thank you all so much. Yes, guys, do what works for you, because at the end of the day, you got to feed your family and yourself. And you cannot be doing stuff that not working. If it's not working, it just don't make any sense. So you got to change. If something is not working, then you got to change it. You got to change it until it starts working for you. Okay? I've been growing for a while now, and I always tell my audience, my subscribers, who interested in what I'm doing, I always try to guide them. I always try to tell them about the soil. The soil of your garden is one of the most important thing out there. Once your soil is right, you have nothing much to worry about. Hey, no from India, thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, guys, because the type of information we share, you can use it anywhere. Anywhere you can use it. All right? So the rain is very, very important in our garden. When the sun penetrates the leaf, the sun kind of, if you know, let me show you what happened when the sun this is what start happening when the sun start penetrating the leaf. You start to see they getting yellow. Yellow and yellow and yellow. But once you see rain start coming for a couple days, they start changing back. It start looking green. You realize the plant start growing better. You realize the plant start producing more fruit. You realize the fruits them is growing better. All right? So it's all about that rainwater, whether it hitting the root or is only hitting the leaf. If it's only hitting the leaf, that's still better than nothing at all. If it's hitting the leaf and the root, that's way better. But if you just get in for the leaf, it's a plus. It's better than not getting any rain at all. So the way we grow our garden, we can actually grow our garden in a drought area. When I say a drought area, place that do not have enough, don't get rain like that. We also learn, we have some technique that we use. So even though that we're not getting no rain, our plants still gonna produce, our soil still gonna stand green and beautiful, because we have a technique and we share all these on our channel. How to fix your soil, how to plant. All these videos is on our channel. We have over 3,000 garden videos on our channel. So it's lots of video to learn from, guys. Lots of video, lots of information. You want to and our garden, yes, basically a master garden, which is a master class. My channel is a university on gardening, on plants, on soil. It's a university, and we have facts to back what we say. We have videos to show you the results, which is important. So it's not about just talking about gardening, it's about able to show the people what we're talking about. If we use If we make our own compost tea, like we use the leaf and we make our own compost tea, we should able to show the result. What this compost tea create, what happened. All right? What happened? What was the result? Okay? You use compost tea. What was the result? I don't like to just speak, so I love to show results. So, and if you see, I'm doing live result. That's what I'm doing. Not editing a video. Live result. But it seems like we're gonna get a nice shower of rain. When we look up in the sky looking a kind of gray. So it seems like we might get a nice shower of rain. And what this nice shower of rain gonna create is gonna create more weeds growing up in the garden, more weeds, more growth for the fruits, more of the vegetables. They're gonna start producing more flowers, all this type of stuff, and all the small ones gonna start growing in fast. These are the things that happen when the rain come. It's like something magical happen to a plant when rain come. Hey Megan, how you doing? Why you don't have garden hose? I want I don't do, that's what I'm telling you. I don't use water in my garden. That's what I'm saying, guys. I depend on the rain, nature. So I don't need a garden hose in my garden. This is what this is what I'm saying. We don't use water, but we have a technique. We have a technique of planting, and your plants will survive even though they don't get rain for 2 months. We have a technique and it works. It works 100%. When it's raining, more grateful. Why you don't have a garden hose? I want my garden when it rain, it's more graceful. That's definitely. That's definitely. And nothing is better than rain. Nothing is better than rain water. It doesn't matter if you're using whatever water you're using besides rainwater, it could never compete with rainwater. I'm telling you, because rainwater is the most natural thing we could see. I don't know exactly what you're saying, the patty cakes. Do you wildcraft? What is wildcraft? Please help me out there. Gather herbs, medicine, natural to areas. Well, I know about a few herbs. I've recognized a few herbs, and I also have a book that I can use if I see a plant that I'm not acquainted with. I can take the book and I can go and I can look at the plant and I can get it could I can see the difference. Then when I recognize the plant, what I do, I look for the remedy. I look for the remedy. There's a lot of herbs that we growing in our garden that we have no idea that they even herbs. We also have a lot of herbs that we call kitchen herbs, but these things, we look at them as flavor for our pot. But these things holds a lot of benefit. But we look at it, oh, this flavor my pot. This make my pot taste good. But what about the benefit you're receiving? We don't know the benefit that we actually receiving from these plants. All these plants carry their own benefit. All right? If you notice, you see the animal eat them. You walk outside, you see the cow, you see the sheep, you see the goat, you see the donkey, you see all of them eating them. Well, if there was a goat, they couldn't eat them. If they was that bad, they couldn't eat them. And the thing is, these animals are so sensible. And this is why I know that there's more for me to learn. This is why I know I'm now start learning about plants. Because these animals understand which plant to eat and which plant not to eat. Hey Shirley, how you doing? Blessings. Thank you for being here, guys. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please hit the like button. If you're on your phone, please double tap the screen, hit the like button. We appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, welcome to our channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because we go live almost every day and we also upload video on a regular basis. All right, so we have over 3,000 video on our channel. So yes, there's a lot to learn on this side. Yes, so the goal is, guys, educate yourself about the herbs that surround you. You know, this is why I know I'm still learning, because like I said, the birds know exactly what to eat and what not to eat. The cow know exactly what type of leaf to eat from what not to eat. The sheep knows exactly what type of leaf to eat and what type of leaf not to eat. The goat knows exactly what type of leaf and what to eat and what type of leaf not to eat. The rabbit knows exactly. So all these animals, you want to tell me that these animals is more advanced than us, that they know exactly. Yeah, well, I got to say they're more advanced because we don't know. So what? Yeah, that's that. But we should be more advanced, knowing what type of herbs is good for us, what type of plants is good for us, what type of plants we shouldn't be eating, what type of weeds growing up in your garden that you could use and boil and make tea. We should know these things, but we don't know much. But all these animals knows. So this is why we know, I know that I'm still learning. Who wanna believe that they know everything and they know all the herbs? Good for them. I know I don't know every herbs out there. And I don't know every plant that edible. And I don't know which every plant that might be not good for us. So we need, even the dog walking down the street. The dog walking down the street and the dog mightn't feel well. That dog will stop and start eating grass. That dog know exactly which grass to eat from which grass not to eat. So this is what I'm saying, guys. We still learning. I don't think, and I'm not gonna say we cannot knock ourselves, because if the information was never passed on to us, it's hard for us to just know. All right? But our grandparents, they knows a lot. And the thing is with our grandparents, most of them, they never used to tell you the information. They basically, oh, go and pull up a root of this plant, and you go on and pull up a root. But they never used to tell you what it's for. And I wish they was doing that more. So our parents would have know more, and we would have know more. But it been You know, I just don't understand, but our grandparents, they wasn't sharing much information at all. I don't know why. I don't know why. They had the information, but they never sit down with you and say, okay, let me teach you. Let me this is how you do this. This is how information passed down from generation to generation. Teaching the younger generation from what you experience and what you learn. All right, that's my opinion, guys. I'm sure everyone have their own experience and everyone have their own experience, but for my experience, I think I'm still learning, and I'm nowhere close to knowing everything. But guess what? I'm gonna learn while I'm doing it. I did not know where to start studying, maybe just beginning. I got all fall, winter. All right. You see, that's the thing too. This is why this is a channel you need to be. I'm not just saying this because I'm just saying I want you to be here. I'm saying this because we shows you. It's not about giving you a bunch of information and not showing you anything. We show you from soil. We show you the seed. We show you how to plant, set your seed. We show you how to plant. We show you how to feed your soil. We show you how to feed your plant. So basically, we giving the information for you to begin. We push you to begin instead of load you up with a bunch of information, and all you have is the information, and you don't know where to start. Just like this, just like what you said there. We try to teach hands-on. We try to teach hands-on. We try to explain things. We try to do demonstration that people could see and understand, so they could start their journey. Not trying to fool you with a bunch of information and no proof. Then you stuck, because all you have is the information. You want to see hands-on how you doing, how did you do it, what did you do to get your plants them to produce so much, what did you do to get your tree, your peppers to grow so fast and so massive. And these are the things we want. We want to know what to do, not just a bunch of information and then you just sit down there with the information and no action. You see what I'm coming from, guys? Over here, we show you. We show you everything, and we show you the proof. We show you, listen me, this is what we do. If you was following us, you're going to see all that we did. And this now is the result. What I'm giving now is actually results. That's what I'm giving. Harvesting time. Ongoing harvesting. Growing a garden that continuous production. Producing. You could come out in your garden every day and grab some type of food to eat. This is the type of garden you're trying to grow. Look, I have edibles here. I have so much edibles. Up to now, I still ain't moved these from here. So much edibles. They're still there. That's how much food. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Frozen ground soon. This will be fun. Well, when you hit the frozen ground, ain't much you could do. You see what I'm saying? When you hit the frozen ground, ain't much you could do. But as soon as the spring begin, as soon as the spring begin, when your soil start releasing You get busy out there. You get busy. But right now, once the frost is here, ain't much you can really do. You really can't do much. You see down here, guys? We're going to create a big raised bed down here. Not really a raised bed, but we throw compost to warm it. Okay, all right, wonderful. That's what I'm saying. Do what you can to get it warm. That's wonderful. So this area here, guys, we planning on create a raised bed right in this area here. Notice what we're showing. You see what we're showing? We're showing the weeds, we're showing the banana leaf, we're showing the chunk from the tree. This is what we're doing. And we're gonna keep adding them, all these weeds that you see down here. And by the way, guys, this is a herb right here. By the way, this is actually, all these is herbs growing up right here. This one, you call it seed and a leaf. Do your research, guys. But this is actually seed and a leaf. This is a herb that holds its benefit. You see what I'm saying? But they're growing wild here. They're growing wild right here. All right? Now, all these weeds, we're going to take them and we're going to pile them up right here. And after we done pile them up here, what we're going to do, we're going to take some dirt and we're going to throw on top of it. And then we're going to just leave it right there until springtime. So when springtime come, we come out busy. When all these start breaking down, all these gonna be breaking down, we come out busy and we start planting. All right? This is how we garden, guys. We use the leaf from the trees. We use the weeds that grows up in our garden. We use all the weeds around. We use the tree body. Like for instance, a limb fall from the tree. We use it, allow it to break down, and just like that, that become food for our soil. Now, all these things here gonna start attracting a lot of earthworms and beneficial insects in our compost. So now we get in the rain gonna do wonderful because the rain plus the sun gonna start breaking this down. But we're gonna cover it all with soil. One of the reasons why we're going to cover it with soil is because we don't want our compost to dry out. It's never the smartest thing to do to allow your compost to dry out. Because when your compost dries out, what is actually happening, it's drying out the nutrients out of the compost. So all it's going to become dry grass and dry stick. They have no nutrients inside of them, and that's not what you want. So you want to keep them covered with soil. That when you keep them covered with the soil gonna keep the moisture inside them. Because if the sun is just drying them out, if the sun is penetrating them, then it's gonna dry it out. You see like this? If the sun keep penetrating it, it's gonna dry it out. But if you have the soil covering it, the soil is what gonna protect the sun from drying it out. And these things, very important, very, very important. Remember, our soil need nutrients. Remember, we have to maintain our soil. Oh, these are things you must remember. Every year, your garden season, No warm if it dry. Exactly. Exactly. You see where I'm coming from? Exactly. So at the end of the day, whatever you're doing, it have to make some kind of sense. All right? It have to make sense. So what's going on, guys? Thank you guys for hitting that like button. Appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much. Guys, before you leave, hit that like button. I will truly appreciate it. Thank you all. This is how this message get out there. And these messages need to be spread. All right? Thank you all so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I know today is Sunday. I don't want to stay too late today. But you know, guys know we go live almost every day. We also going live tomorrow, if no rain, because we want to continue building our fire pit. So we want to go live. We also have some project we want to. When I say project, what I mean like outdoor grill. Like we have some project we want to do. We also want to do some concrete countertop, and we actually going to be doing these live. So these live is going to be step by step showing you exactly how to frame out the countertop. And me to your millions. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. Yes, we're going to be doing countertop, and our countertop is going to be concrete countertop. So we're going to be showing you how to make a concrete countertop, and we're going to show you with the sink insert into it. So if you have a kitchen and granite is too expensive for you, granite, which this is granite, and granite is pretty expensive. But we can make countertop, concrete countertop, and then there's some on the concrete countertop, there's a shine you put on top of it. It's epoxy. You could put epoxy on top of it, and you have it shine and glassy. So even water wet it, the water is just running off. We want to do that for our subscribers. So guys, support however you can. You can become a member of this channel. You can support us by hitting the like button. Anyhow possible, you can support. We appreciate it because we giving back by sharing a lot of DIY project that you can follow along and you can build. So we're gonna be as soon as we finish the countertop, as soon as we finish the grill, we're gonna be doing the countertop, the concrete countertop. So for instance, you have your kitchen and you wanna remodel your kitchen. You might have the laminated countertop. The laminated countertop is pretty much, if water wet it, that's it. If water wet it, that's it. Then water gonna start to get under the sink and get down and mess up your expensive cabinet them. Right? So for instance, when you build that now, you ain't got to worry about it that breaking. You ain't got to worry about it. No, you ain't got to worry about that. Once you seal up the sink properly, that's it. That will last you forever. So for the person who might need that kind of, and looking good too, looking good, not just, and you could choose any color you want. You could do it in gray. You could put coloring in it and turn it to brown, whatever color you want to put it into. But what I'm saying is, you could able to do it right in your kitchen, or you might have an outdoor bar. You could do it in your outdoor bar. So we're going to show you some simple step and cost effective, very cost effective way how to remodel your kitchen for a fraction doing it yourself. All right, so we're going to be sharing this information live. And you could always go back, if you ain't catch the live, you could always go back and you could watch the videos. But these are information that can help you save a lot of money. And you could do a concrete countertop and have your kitchen look nice with concrete countertop and cost effective. You understand? Just go in the store and try to buy and check how much it is for laminated countertop for your kitchen. Go check that out. And I guarantee you, if you follow this step, it's cheaper if you build your own countertop, your own concrete countertop. That gonna last you for years upon years, only if you break it. That's how it gonna destroy. So yes, it's a lot we have coming, guys, and we just want you guys to tune in, support us. All right, all we asking, hitting the like button, tell a friend, let a friend tell a friend about our channel, that more people could join us on this journey of DIY project. Also on this journey of gardening, feeding yourself, learning how to grow your own food, learning how to have a successful garden. All right, so yes, the rain has come and the soil is actually a root. Cohen, how you doing? And the soil is actually getting wet. I'm grateful because I did not see no rain for the past 2 months. A couple of weeks ago, we get a little dew. We really did nothing, but I was still grateful. But now I'm extra grateful today. And even though my pepper them, between my pepper them, you're not seeing no rain. The water ain't doing the soil nothing. But the leaf is able to absorb. The leaf is able to absorb the water. So we're grateful for that as well. So now we know for sure we're going to see more growth. We're going to see more flowers. We're going to see more of a lot of things going on after this rain. And it seems like we're going to be getting this rain for a while. Yes, seems like we're going to be getting a rain for a while. So if the rain continue like this, what's going to happen is the soil might eventually get some type of water. So grateful is a must. All right, I will try, see if I can get these pepper. Beautiful harvest again, guys. Beautiful harvest. This is the type of garden, man. Garden that you can come out every day and get something. For months I've been harvesting. For months, every day. This type of garden, you gotta be able to preserve a lot of food. What I like make with them pepper. You know what I like make with them pepper? I like to make hot pepper sauce. Love hot pepper sauce. I also like to cook it in ital. Like you're cooking food, I love to cook them in ital. But it's so much pepper, I also try to dry them out. Like dry them and have them like in a sack that the air can pass through. So I can use them from time to time. In that form, you also could grind them. You could grind them up and just have them in a jar. So as many different things I do with them. I also put them in a bottle with vinegar, preserve them in vinegar, and what vinegar, yes, preserve them in vinegar and just have them there. It's just a lot you can do. But my favorite thing is hot pepper. Hot pepper sauce. So how you guys doing today? You guys good? So for the people who never do a garden before, we're gonna prepare you for the next garden season. And if you could always go on our channel and could always check and you could see, all you got to type in how to fix soil, how to grow bell pepper, massive bell pepper tree, and you could see the videos them popping up. This video will give you all the information you need. You want to fix your soil? There's videos to tell you how to fix your soil. You want to grow, how to grow eggplant, how to grow potato. They're all there, loaded with information. Okay. Kenny say, great usage, love me some chill pepper. Okay, all right. You know what? I use a cayenne pepper. I use a cayenne pepper in water sometimes. Yeah. I take the skin, I cut up the skin, not the seed. Not the seed. I cut off the skin with the cayenne pepper, soak them in some water for a little and just drink the water. Because cayenne pepper is a really good pepper that I'm learning. I mean, all pepper is good, but learning about them and learning their benefit is very, very much important. Grow things that can help you. Grow things that can heal you. Grow food that can give you nutrients. And you also have to grow them the way that they can give you the nutrients. That's the thing. The more natural, I'm just saying, the more natural. Hey man, Quell, how you doing? The more natural you do your garden, is the more natural, is the more nutrients you're gonna receive from your soil, from your plants. The more nutrients, the more natural ingredients you add into your soil, the more it gives to the plant. And I truly believe, from my experience, this is my experience, once you build your soil to a certain way, to a certain stage, I think you need to, after you build the soil, it takes time to build the soil. But after you build the soil, all the plants you grow in your garden, use their leaf back in the soil. Somehow or the other, whether it's in compost form, whether it's in liquid compost form, you use it back in the soil, because these things, you already fix your soil loaded with nutrients. So all these leaves that suck the nutrients out of your soil, put them back into your soil. These big massive trees, they suck a lot of nutrients from the soil. Put them in your soil and don't wait till the spring. Don't wait till springtime, guys. Start doing it now. So by the time the spring reach, you're ready to go. Facts, bro. What you feed your Exactly, exactly. And this is why, this is the thing. And this is why I don't put things that I don't know around my plant. Because I know anything, like Can we say, can you say, anything you put in your soil to feed your plant is what is like you're feeding yourself with it. And he's right. That's facts right there. Whatever you put in the soil, the plant is absorbing it. The plant is feeding from it. So yes, it becomes food for the plant, and the plant is sucking it up into its leaf, into its fruits. So if you're growing vegetables and you're feeding your vegetables, whatever you're feeding it with, is actually gonna suck it up. You growing lettuce, you feeding the lettuce with synthetic stuff. The lettuce gonna suck that up in its root, and it's gonna give it back to you. So you gotta look into your health and your way of growing. Because if you're growing, you should be thinking about how you're growing. You should be thinking about, I'm trying to grow to be healthy, not just to eat. I'm trying to be a healthy person. So I'm trying to grow these food as healthy as I can. You might be able to do it 100% organic, but at the end of the day, you're still able to grow them a certain way. You're still able to put your piece, put what you put, so it's not gonna be on the other side. It's gonna be mostly on your side organic, natural. Because yes, a lot of people grow it and they might not have the weeds and all these things to go to, but you could use a 5 gallon bucket, guys. Yes, organic is a must. You could use a 5 gallon bucket. You could use a half a drum. You could use these things and add your little compost into. Even though you're using container garden, you could use a container garden. You could have like a container, fill them up with weeds, and allow them for break down for add back in your container. Though the problem is, many people wait until the spring to do these things. And doing it in the spring is not a good idea, because when you do it in the spring, did not break, the leaf and the grass ain't break down enough. So you want to do it now in the fall, in the winter. And by the time the spring, okay, let me see. Right, by the time the spring come, you actually, your plants, the grass start breaking down already. You see what I'm coming from? I'm gonna show you something here. If you notice right here, you're gonna see what I'm doing here. Right? This is a raised bed I already prepare here. And with weeds, you see these are the stuff I'm using, right? With weeds and these type of things. That's what I'm using. If you notice down underneath here, you're gonna see what's down underneath there. You see leaf and all these things don't start to break down. You see? So by the time you see insect, what? You see insect, where is it? Right there. Yes, they're gonna be underneath here. They're gonna live underneath here, and they're gonna help break down. This is banana leaf. This is banana leaf right here. So this, you just leave this, cover this with some soil and leave that till the spring. Don't wait till the spring, guys, because if you wait till the spring, the food, they're not gonna break down and they're not gonna be ready to feed the plant. And then now your plant's gonna take time because the nutrients it need is not in the soil. You still waiting to get it from the compost you now add it. So it don't make sense. So, well, let me put it this way. It don't make sense to me. Let me put it this way. It don't make sense to me. So I don't want to test because it might make sense. It might make sense. It might make sense to someone else. But to me, it don't make any sense. Fix your soil now. So when the spring comes, the soil is actually ready. All right? Right, if you don't, too late and try to plant, you can get, all right. You see? So you got to think about what you're doing, honestly. Sorry. Let me give you an idea, guys, of also yes, I want to give you guys an idea of what we're doing so you guys can always tune in. All right? Because we don't just do gardening, we do other things as well. We do outdoor cooking, which down there, if you see down there, you're going to see we have a grill down there that we bake potato. When we harvest our potato, we bake them right down there. And right here, we're trying to revive a patio right here. We're trying to revive this patio. And right here, we start building a outdoor grill. We did this live, so you could go and check out this live. But this, we're gonna continue this tomorrow if there's no rain. So these are what we're gonna be doing live. So we're doing this session live. We have right across here, we're gonna be building a concrete countertop right here. So we're gonna have the grill here, like an outdoor kitchen. We're gonna have the grill here. We're gonna have a concrete countertop come down right here. So you guys can tune in. We truly appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And if you didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We appreciate you all. The battery gonna dead, so I don't wanna end it without saying happy gardening. You guys enjoy. Peace.